My name is Sachin Sanjay.
My name is Ali Haider.
My name is Zaigam Abbas Ali Raza.
And what are you studying at SAE?
I'm studying film at SAE. I thought you would know that since you are in my class.
The most recent project that I've done is called Unscripted, and I co-directed and was working with the art department.
Well, talking about the film, I thought it was an interesting premise, for it posed a lot of opportunity in terms of lighting. And although it was a found footage flick, but I had this assumption that we could light the set in a manner that would be aesthetic and stylish at the same time without foregoing the idea of naturalism. So I really enjoyed that aspect of the movie, of making this movie. And Unscripted is pretty much a found footage film.
Unscripted is a very interesting project as it's one of my first ever films that focuses solely on BTS footage and hidden cameras, the aspect of finding something that should scare you. And it was very interesting because I focused a lot of my jobs on set were lighting, makeup, and location manager. And even at times I would help out wherever I could. So it was a very fun project, but there was so much chaos. It wasn't controlled, at least not on the first day, but slowly it did get control. It started falling into places. This was an interesting project, to say the least. And why?
The day that I enjoyed the most was second day. There's a reason behind that, because the day one, which is also the day I hated the most, is because we didn't get the stuff we actually planned to shoot. We were way behind. At that point, we thought that we weren't going to finish this up. We won't be able to complete it the way we thought. So going back to sleep at night on day one, all I had to think was how I'm going to make day two better. And that's why day two was my favorite, is because I just woke up with that mission in my head that today, no matter what happens, I'm going to get the stuff that we've planned, we'll get it done. Whatever we've planned, we'll do it the way we want, and we'll be more efficient, and we will not make the same mistakes we did on day one, and we'll learn from everything, and we won't have egos clashing here and there. We won't have arguments. We won't have the delays because of that. We have, in any set, you have those things happening, and they happened on day two and day three regardless, but we minimized them as much as we could with each day.
So my worst day was day one because I was very slow with the lighting equipment. I was very slow with Svetlana's makeup. I was very slow on a lot of fronts. So that was probably my personal worst day. Day two, me and my lighting crew, Sachin and Vishnu, all we did was go up to the directors, tell us the location, we set up the lighting, and then get the camera operator in or our cinematographer, which was Laziza, just to recheck the blind spots, because that's where we wanted to ensure the lighting was. And so we were set up in about 3 minutes because a lot of scenes were very repetitive. It was shot in similar locations, so the lighting was essentially the same. So we were ready in 3 minutes for most of the shots.
Well, one thing I did notice was people didn't seem as focused as they should have been on set, which could have benefited all of us, which could have benefited the actors, which could have benefited the production on a whole. But I don't blame them. We all are here to learn. We are all students of the form, and cinema is it's a never-ending chain of unique, creative individuals who come into the picture, who bring new things. And I think we as individuals are trying to do the same thing.
So to conclude, our film, as we started, it was like a up and down experience. We started way down on day one. We had problems. We had major problems. There was a lot of ego clashing, we were having arguments, but day two, day three, we got everything together. I'm really happy and proud of whatever we could achieve with that much amount of time and with whoever the crew members and cast we had. So it was a very fun experience as a co-director, and as directing a film for the first time myself, it was my favorite experience so far.
Well, thinking about the production on a whole, I would have really preferred that we would have more discipline on set, and I would have really had this opinion in my heart. It's in my heart that we all work towards something. We all work towards as a team. We bring in something with an idea that we are here to learn more than just ego, more than just self-actualization, more than it being just a one-man show. I really want, it's my desire to be in a creative hive. I want to see how a creative group of people can push a film to its maximum possible extent of creativity. That's my dream, and although it didn't come true as much as I'd want it to be, but it was something that I could say it was.
My last words would be, I would love to work with all of you guys again, and hope you guys enjoy this horror film, which is kind of scary.